Welcome back, Tater Tots, to the channel for another new episode of the Solar System Legacy Challenge. And this is the new episode 29. If you guys watched episode 28, where you saw that I messed up on my recording and had to end up skipping one of my episodes. So anyways, I wanted to let you guys know, if you remember in the previous episode, we had a death happen here at the house. And I just saw for right here for little Evan, it says, I didn't want to see. Watching someone pass away is something that you can never unsee. So this poor boy is now scarred because he saw freaking, what was her name again? Morgan? Was that her name? Morgan Villarreal or whatever, pass away. And so, yeah, but everyone is in a not great mood. So, oh, she's very angry. Oh, she's very stinky. That's why. So, she's going to get herself a bath. And we are going to take a picture of her so that we can add it right here to our little wall collection of our children, where we've got little baby toddler Evan, little Eli, and there's Eden. I don't think we ever got a toddler picture of her. And then we've got, that is a picture, I think that was baby Eli, if I remember correctly. And then we've got our brothers over there. And then on this wall, if you guys remember, we got little Maria and Daryl and little Eden doing her homework. So we'll have to get one of precious little Eve now. So all these kids are just growing up so fast, but hopefully she'll be a little bit better. Wait, where is she? Did she fall asleep somewhere? I thought she was getting a bath. It was all a lie. It was a lie. Vance, you terrible father. I thought you were going to bathe her. I'm going to get Vance to take care of this stinky little girl, and then we will move on with the rest of the night. And so I will see you guys tomorrow. So it is Thursday evening, and basically the morning was awful. We were trying so hard to get the kids up and running, and this house was a mess, and paint was everywhere. And we still have not been able to give Eve a bath. Even after she went to daycare, she's just been super sad, feeling very neglected and hungry, and all of them have been super low energy. So they are definitely getting neglected. And then freaking Vance himself is also neglecting himself and his health. So he has got huge circles under his eyes. He is exhausted trying to take care of these kids. He does not know what else to do. He just can't. He can't even think about it. And he needs to get food out for the kids to be able to eat something, though. Because let's see, what is not spoiled? This should be good still. But this is probably spoiled. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. All right, that way the kids have something to eat, and we'll go ahead and send him on to bed. Oh, he's about to collapse. So I guess I'm going to take care of this family, and once I get them all under control, I will come back. We are back, and I played through some of the day and night just because those kids were out of control with their needs and whatnot. But we have been invited by Victor to come out to the Spice Festival, and we also invited some of our guy friends to have a guys' night out. And now look who's calling. Hey, Vance, it's me, Sarah. Do you want to go out on a date to the retail store? No, thanks. No, not at all. And so we also invited out Joaquin, and it looks like there's Mindy and Derek. It looks like everybody like straight left. Like nobody wants to hang out. But the Spice Festival should be happening. Yep, okay, so it should just be getting started. And I don't think there's very many people here at all. Like nothing looks lit up. Is that Vlad? Vlad is one of our vendors. But I'm going to have him come over here. And which food stall is this? Yeah, we'll do this food stall. Have we done the pho before? I don't remember if this was in this LP, if I've had Vance do that, or I think Maria might have. I don't remember. But anyway, so I guess we'll just see what all is here. We've got over here mapo tofu with pork, dango, some pho, chicken burrito, and egg rolls. And did Victor even come? I don't even know. Oh, look, this is that one girl. What's her name? Hina. And then we've got this Lanola Powa. And there's Janessa. Janessa land grab. OMG. Awkward. This is like the table of the blondes. But Vance needs... Oh my gosh, look. He's coming over there to point out flaws to Janessa. That's literally his first thought. He comes over here to just... Oh, no. He's not to Janessa. To Lanunola. Whatever her name was. Lanola. Wow, way to be. And this guy is heartbroken. Isn't that Maya's brother? I think so. Wow. Okay. And this girl's like, okay, all pouty face. And look, Janessa's like all sad now too. And she's just like, oh my gosh, it's Vance. And who's this? Braden Shelby. But maybe we should talk to this girl more. Let's talk about dreams to her. And there we go. Now things are lighting up. This place is coming alive now. Look, Janessa is straight pacing around and just watching him. She's like, oh my gosh, it's Vance. Because she is attracted to him, but the way that they ended things was not good. It was not good at all. Alright, so we have a personality hint for Hina. She shows signs of innocent personality. So innocent Sims' positivity and happiness has a great power to uplift others, but they can appear very childish and their optimistic perspective causes them to be too naive. It seems like this Sim has one more personality archetype. Interesting. So she is innocent, so she's very naive. So Vance might kind of use that to his advantage because, you know, he's kind of a player. But look at Janessa, you guys. You straight saw that, didn't you? She was hardcore staring right at him. Like, this girl just cannot let him go. Vance has been wanting to flirt with someone, but oh, he is like, oh, he's sweating, but I don't know. Oh, she just changed clothes. Oh, and there she goes. She flirted right back at him. Oh, it looks like she's leaving, and he is going to go do some free throws and basketball. Look at Janessa. She's just sitting over here. Okay, we'll come over here and we'll talk to her. He'll just do a smooth apology, but it's not really a smooth apology. But he wants to talk to her briefly just to see. He's like, hey, Janessa, can you have a second? She's like, yeah, what's up? Well, you know, Eden, she would really like to spend some time with her mom. So, what was that? I don't even know what that was. But he's like, would it be all right if I brought Eden by so that she could come visit you? She's like, well, yeah, I mean, absolutely. She is my daughter after all. I mean, I would like to spend time with her. But, you know, how have you been? What's been going on? And, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's insulting her. Ooh, that's funny. These two do not get along. She's like, and this is why we're just not ever going to work out. And he's like, you mean that's why I ended things with you? You weren't taking care of Eden at all. You totally abandoned your own daughter. She's like, how dare you? But Vance, oh, but of course now he's like feeling flirty. I swear, Vance, you are just trouble. You are straight trouble. I'm going to have Vance come over here and attempt the spicy curry challenge. I don't know if I've ever done this before. I don't know what it really means, but I do want to watch. Okay, Vance, show us what you got. Can you handle the amount of spice that is coming your way? Okay, here he goes. Here he goes. He's already sweating. He's sweating. Uh-oh. 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 Does he have it? Does he have it? My baby is starting to cry and fuss. I need to go check on him, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't think he's handling it very well. Okay, I'm gonna have to go check on my baby. Alright, I'm back, and Vance is looking so exhausted and so sweaty. He was like, that was probably way hotter than what he was intending or what he actually wanted. Let's see if he has a mood list. Savory aromas. It is not hard to be inspired by the delicious scent of local cuisine. Cooking skill gain is increased, but he had already maxed that out, so that was really nothing new. I'll have him introduce himself to this girl here so we can, you know, continue to get maybe some prospects for future dates. And what about this girl here? She could be interesting too. So let's discuss some local cuisine and maybe not offer her career advice. We barely know her. But we'll ask her about her career. She's just busy grilling, making all sorts of things over here. So, okay. I just want to see what he thinks of some of these people. So this girl here, okay. He perceives her as very attractive. And let's see, he thinks she is pretentious. And she thinks he is sophisticated. And you go, let's see, he thinks she is basic looking. Alright, so Vance is also going to come and do a flirty introduction to this girl right here, this India Powell. So I guess we'll see. How does she take it? I mean, she accepted it, but first impression pretentious and first impression anti-crush. Never mind. She thinks he thinks she's attractive though. Okay, any other ladies out there that I think might be his type. Anyone working the booths that might be worth his type? Might be his type? Who's this girl? Kaylee McCarthy. Come and introduce yourself to her. Can we flirty introduce ourselves? Do an enchanting introduction. Oh, he threw flowers at her to introduce himself. That's so intense. She liked it though. Oh, maybe not. First impression, anti-crush and distant. Okay, well those girls just are not interested in him like at all. So we'll have to see. But yet her flirtation romance meter is going up with him, which is interesting. Anyways, it is late on Friday, so all these ladies are getting a little crazy over here around him. So we're gonna go ahead and send him on back home to the kids. I've got my son in my lap right now while I'm recording this, and he is being so precious. He's just smiling at me. Oh my gosh, that's the cutest thing. Hi, sweetie. Hi. He thinks I probably look silly with my big ol' headphones on while I'm playing this game. He just keeps looking at my headphones and my microphone like, what is that? You want to say hi to everybody? Oh, there it was. He said, hello, tater tots. All right, guys. Well, he is back, so we're going to take care of the kids and get on to Saturday. And so tomorrow, with it being the weekend, we are going to take Eden and go and visit her mother and see how things go down. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Guys, I seriously love this kid. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. He's outside on a float in the rain with his shades on, looking depressed. Like he's a total mood right now. It also looks like Eden is swimming, so apparently they are both just wanting to hang out here on the floats, looking sad in the rain. Like, I don't know why these kids are out there in the rain. Like, it's cold. It's the fall. They shouldn't be out there. They're going to all get sick. Ugh, poor Vance. He's got so much to deal with. But, you know, it seems like all the kids are mostly in a good mood, so I can't really complain, including my little one. Hi, sweetie. He's in a good mood. He's smiling at me. And yes, guys, he has some beautiful blue eyes just like his daddy. That's a big smile. I call him Mr. Gum Gums. Yeah, because you just have gums. You don't have any teeth yet. But they're so cute. He agrees, everyone. Do you like the Solar System Legacy Challenge? Oh, that was excited, guys. He really likes the Solar System Legacy Challenge, and he totally wants you to go and watch all of the episodes, right? Should they subscribe? Oh, that was a yes. He says you should subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But okay, guys, back to this instead of talking with my adorable son, which is so hard not to do because he's precious. So while I'm still thinking about it, I'm definitely going to have Vance take a photo of both Evan and Eden together. That way we get pictures of the two kids, since you can really only do in the photo studio like 2 people at a time. So I'm going to get both of them to pose for a picture and get something cute. OMG, this is adorable. Definitely like a straight sibling picture. I am back, guys. I was spending about the last hour and a half trying to put my son down for his sleep because it is bedtime, and I've got his little music box playing and his white noise machine, and he's all cute, but he's still kind of moving around, so hopefully he will go to sleep. He's been fighting it for a while. But anyways, I did get an adorable picture of both Eden and Evan, and now Eden, she's super excited to go see her mom, and she's wearing her best dress for it. We gave her a sleep replacement because this girl is like exhausted, and they're leaving around 10 a.m. to go see her mom. And I also wanted to point out, do you see the swim right here, or this want? It says woohoo with India. He barely knows her. He like just straight met her right here, India. And he already wants to woohoo, but he does think she's attractive. But remember, he thinks she's pretentious and she thinks he's the anti-crush. So I think he views that as a challenge. So he says, challenge accepted. So we have arrived at the apartment of Janessa and her roomies. And oh my gosh, I totally forgot that Brinley is one of the roommates. Oh, that's so awkward. Remember that girl that he dated in high school and fooled around with? She's like, oh, hey, what brings you here? He's like, oh, just taking Eden to come see Janessa. Do you know where she is? They're like, oh, well, she's at work right now, but I mean, she'll be back in a little bit. So awkward. He's just running into exes and whatnot. He's gonna do a hip bump chat with Erica. Has he ever met her? Hook up with Erica. I love how that's like right there. He'll do just a flirty introduction just to see. I mean, I don't think. Oh, look, he's straight like blew a kiss to her. I'm very confused by this. Very confused. So, like, what's going on? Are they hitting it back off again? Oh my gosh, is he gonna go back for a roommate again? Oh, and they've got a child here in the apartment, it looks like. Wow, Princess Flowers, that's her name. I want to see what he thinks of. Does he not have this one girl on here? I thought he just met her. Did he not introduce himself? I guess he didn't. Just to, he literally, I literally put for him to introduce himself to her, and he straight quit that just so he could focus here on Brinley. So her and Sarah look a little similar to me because of their curly black hair, but look, he's talking about working out with her, and she's enjoying it. They're actually like building a relationship when they kind of ended things badly before. So that is interesting. All right, so she shows signs of the lover personality. Lover Sims crave intimacy, live to experience pleasure, and are very passionate. Nonetheless, with their desire to evoke love in others, they risk losing their own identity and appear shallow. Well, I don't know someone that sounds better. So I think he's definitely thinking about an old flame, even though she straight like denied him. Like, not, well, I guess it was a while ago. But okay, caregiver, driven by their empathy and compassion to protect and care. Unfortunately, others can exploit their good nature for their own ends. So who knows? But look at him just over here talking to all these girls. Okay, I just want him to introduce himself to these people. Why is he so upset? Oh my gosh, I forgot about this stupid thing with crabs. I need to figure that out and take it out if it's one of the mods, because that's not something I want to deal with. And look who's calling, Metasol. Vance, thank you for suggesting I hang out with Arjun Gandhi. We had a spectacular time. Well, good for you. Okay, so now let's check this one out. So open sim profile. He thinks she's very attractive, but he thinks she is egocentric, and she thinks he is funny. Okay, did you introduce yourself to her yet? Okay, there we go. Let's see what he thinks here. Perceived as attractive, he thinks she's responsible, and she thinks he's sophisticated. Okay, and Brinley, perceived as basic looking. Okay, well, I don't know about that because, I don't know. He's got so many options right now. What if he seriously dates all the roommates? Like, he's having a pretty dang good conversation. Like, I don't even, Eden's in here making a mess. She's like, this is what you get, Mom, for not spending any time with me for most of my childhood and not taking care of me as a baby. Take this, Mom, some Hershey syrup. And then I'm going to take some of this flour and sugar. And yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it. Being a great example for this one child. He's like, that looks fun. I'm going to join in. What a role model. Okay, so I think Vance, he's feeling pretty confident right now. So he's going to straight try to suave kiss Brenly, and we're just going to see what happens. He might totally get rejected or slapped. Oh, oh, really? Wow. So she is kind of swooned by him. I mean, he did do an epic workout last night and got himself real pumped. So, he's feeling it. And I think she's feeling it too. Oh, and Janessa just got home. Awkward. Okay, here's Janessa. And she comes straight in and starts cleaning. So we need to come over here and talk to her. Not enthused about vampires, but we'll call her over. He's like, hey, Janessa. And here she comes, and she's like, "Oh, you've been here with my roomies hanging out?" And she's like, "Well, I guess you met everybody." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, me and Brinley. Well, I knew her from high school too." She's like, "Oh, great." And he's like, "Well, I brought Eden here to spend some time with you." So she's like, Mom, hi. Um, it's good to be over here and see you. I know we don't spend a lot of time together, but I'd like to change that and do something. And oh, at least they did do a hug. That makes me happy. I feel like there might be hope for these two. And look at them. This was the family before, it was just the three of them. That's so crazy to me. She's going to talk about fractions with her, just some things from school. Don't give your mom fake bad news. I don't think we should go down that road. But, get to know your mom. Ask her favorite color. Talk about candy. Like, we just need to, let her know about ourselves. We're going to ask about hobbies and skills, and we're going to brag about our grades because she is an A+ student. She's like, Mom, you'd be so proud of me. I'm doing so good in school. I've got straight A's, and every time I get an extra credit assignment, I always do my project. She's like, Really? That's fantastic. You're doing great, Eden. I'm really proud of you. And even though it is Janessa's daughter, like, she pretty much mostly takes after Vance. Like, honestly, I think she's got more of like her mom's eyes, but she's definitely got like Vance's hair and like more of his nose shape. And oh, Vance, what are you doing over here? What just happened? Did you embarrass yourself? I don't know what he did, but he is feeling confident. And where did Brindley go? Oh, look, he's helping to clean. What a guy. Oh, look, they're all helping. Interesting. Okay, well, he might have to sneak away to try to meet Brindley, but he does still want to try to woohoo with this India girl. So, we might have to see what can kind of happen there. But interesting. The roomies, Janessa, definitely not going to be getting back with Janessa. They just don't get along. That breakup was not very good. But he's gonna join her in cooking. He's like, "Hey, so your name is Princess." And oh my gosh, she has started a fire. Where is the fire? Oh, there it is. Okay, come on, Vance. Extinguish this fire. Oh wow, he was already gonna extinguish it. Like, stop talking. Extinguish. Apparently you're the only man of well, I mean, he literally is the only man that's here. Just imagine if I made Vance like shirtless right now, like one of those firefighter calendars for the roomies. But he's like, "Really, girl? I was gonna join you for cooking, but you suck. Like, you seriously suck at this." Like, everybody is panicking and freaking out, and he's just like, "Oh, jeez, jeez. So we can't even use that now. Do they have an oven?" He's like, "Look, okay, I'm gonna cook you guys a gourmet meal. So let's see what we got here. No, we want something like real fancy. We're just gonna make some salt and pepper shrimp cocktail." Yes, just go for it. I mean, he is rolling in the wealth, and Janessa knows it too. But the roomies, I mean, they've heard about him, but they don't really know all the details of what went on between them and why they broke up. She, of course, blames it all on Vance and says that he was just not what he was, supposed to be. But, these girls, like, I think they all think he's hot. They're like, "Oh, guy's gonna come in our kitchen, cook for us, and oh, it smells so good." See, she's over here wafting it in her nose. She's like, "Oh my gosh, this man knows how to cook. Look at his biceps. Even though he's sweating, look at his do. He be, got them pecs. Like, these girls, they be checking him out. Look at his tricks he got with that spatula. You get it, boy." Oh, even though he's embarrassed, but this girl, like Princess Flower, she is taken by him. She can't take her eyes off of this snack. Even though he ain't making a snack. Look, she's raising her eyebrows. They're like, "He is so hot, girl." Like, "Oh my gosh." And she's like, "Well, I like him." She's like, "No, you don't." "Oh my gosh," I'm freaking out. Like, "Oh my gosh, what should we do?" I mean, it was Janessa's guy. And they're like having, seriously though, a delayed reaction to this fire. And Eden's out here farting. Way to be at your mom's house. Way to be. Okay, Vance. Call everybody to come and grab some of your delicious grub. All right, so here they all come, one after the other, all getting some of this delicious shrimp, and that looks really good. I actually had shrimp for dinner, and it was delicious. And I made some garlic, little garden tomatoes that I cooked up in a saucepan and all that, and it was very scrumptious. Some delicious big butterfly shrimp. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And oh, look at everybody. Let's see. Brinley's like, "Oh, I remember back in high school when he was just learning how to cook and he was pretty good. And look at him blowing kisses. And Janessa is just talking. This little kid. There's just so much going on. What is she doing back there? She's going to eat in the corner by herself. She put herself in timeout. Who knows? Brinley looks real sad. I wonder if it's because she's just like, well, he had a kid with Janessa, but I'm still interested. Vance, what are you doing? He's like, you all right, Eden? It is starting to get a little bit later. It is evening. Do you want to go home yet? She's like, well, I'd like to stay a little bit longer if we can, Dad. Hey, Vance, can I join the fam bam? No, denied. You ain't a part of our fam bam. Only Maya was going to be allowed in the fam bam. And oh, now he's in the bathroom talking to her. He's like, girl, I got to pee. She's like, well, do you need assistance? Okay, I need to stop. Woo! And Eden's just doing push-ups, or sorry, sit-ups. Wow. Okay, I don't know my exercises apparently. But all right, well, guys, on that note, it seems like we've had some very interesting things going on. Looks like she's still working at the daycare, I guess. And this girl, man, she's like a freak. She just keeps scaring and jumping, and oh my gosh. But yeah, and this kid eyeing that plate hard. He's like, who took the last shrimp? Is there any shrimp left? Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's shrimp left. He's all right. But I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. So thank you so much, Tater Tots, for joining me for all of the fun. If you aren't subscribed already, make sure you do click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the newest episodes that will be posted. And thank you so much. And I will catch you guys next time. See ya.
It's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them.